Hi everyone, in this video we have selected 3 parks. Lantern Park located in Hong Kong, Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park located in Shenzhen, Chengdu People's Park located in Chengdu. This video research will take Lantern Park as a reference, analyze its strengths and weakness in 6 dimensions, and compare its strengths and weakness with other 2 parks, such as comparing the seasonal richness of Lantern Park with that of Chengdu People's Park, compare the vegetation richness of Lantern Park with that of Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park. Finally, a summary discussion will be held and the 3 parks researchers will present their suggestions and ideas.
Lantern Park is located beside Wugui Mountain in Kwun District of Hong Kong, established in 1991, 529 rain disaster area. What are the characteristics of vegetation planted in such a mountain park? Let's start the vegetation exploration tour of Lantern Park together. This is a tour literally recorded in the software. There are 5 rest platforms along the way. Namely, first, the main entrance square. Second, the rest pavilion at the foot of the mountain. Third, the children's playground. Fourth, the mountainside rest pavilion. And 5, the observation deck at the top of the mountain. This is the highest point of the park. We can see 12 kinds of trees and 5 kinds of shrubs. The vegetation forms a closed and surrounding space with an open center. We evaluate from 6 directions: seasonal richness, vegetation species richness, aesthetics, shading, intimacy with vegetation, and safety. This is our assessment conclusion diagram, and then we will explain how we came to this conclusion.
Look behind me now. The vegetation occupying the highest point of sight is mainly
Casuarina, Acacia confusa, Araucaria heterophila, and Melaleuca.
They are all wind-resistant and waterlogging-resistant tree species. Although the site is surrounded by this kind of towering trees, because the canopy is relatively sparse, so the trees have average shading properties.
Looking down, the trees at second height are mainly Melaleucus paniculatus, Mongolia, then Doxylumen, Banjalumen, Fudinia, and etc.
They are all evergreen trees. The main flowering plants are jasmine, rhododendron, seaside, hibiscus, and hawthorn. The color composition includes red, white, and yellow.
Spring and summer are the main flower viewing period of the site. Further down in height, shrub layers around the central pavilion are literally mainly curled gold leaf privet, paired with rhododendrons. The vegetation types of Lantern Park are relatively rich. Let us explore Shenzhen Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park.
In terms of richness, the vegetation planting in Shenzhen Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park is relatively monotonous. Trees such as Cocos nucifera, Fischer's microcarpa are the most prevalent here, with Cocos nucifera appearing to be the most frequently planted. Among the mainly planted trees, Albizia focataria has the highest average height. The main shrubs in the parks are red maple. The main configuration herbs are carpet grass. The park can be divided into 3 parts, and tourist activities are mainly in the seaside sightseeing belt. The Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park near the coastline is mostly planted with trees and grasses, and the ornamental color and species richness are lower than those of Lantern Park. In my opinion, the plant species of Shenzhen Mangrove Seaside Ecological Park is relatively simple, and the configuration formed on the side facing the sea lacks transition and changes. If the will can be improved on the basis of ensuring ecological adaptability, it will increase attraction to the tourists.
Because there are guardrails around, the vegetation that is touched and viewed at close range is mainly shrubs. Most of the plants belongs to the category of long-distance viewing, and the interaction between people and plants are weak. In general, the ornamental value of the site is average. A large number of ornamental plants are not well maintained due to improper care. The shrub layer is overgrown with weeds. There is most of bare land, and the planting trees lacks rhythm. I will show you the plantables at here.
Lantern Park is rich in flowers and plants, but the ornamental value is poor. Let's see how the seasonal abundance of Chengdu People's Park is.
Hello, here is Chengdu. This is the entrance of Chengdu People's Park. Compared to Lantern Park, there are less flowering plants here. Most of them are evergreen trees such as Sabina chinensis, Cinnamon, Camphor, and Salix babylonica. These trees are very common in the southwest of China, but rare in Hong Kong. They can provide good shade in summer, but lacking color changes. The second site is along the river. Prunus persica and Salix babylonica are planted at intervals. And here is a square climbing on the Chinese Asa Rosa Bank Sinian. It blooms from March to April. It has no fragrance, but beautiful. This is one of the few flowering plants in the park. I hope more species like that.
What conclusions do we draw from this comparative analysis? Even though Lantern Park have planted a variety of flower-watching vegetation, it still have low ornamental value due to spatial terrain and improper maintenance. Secondly, the diverse vegetation does not interact with people, and a viewing platform should be placed around the trees to get better view of mountain top.
The terrain of People's Park is relatively flat, but the search space should pay attention to seasonal changes to provide flower watching experience for main users around the crowded activity space.
The monotonous planting of vegetation will reduce the usability of the space, and the designers should make the rhythm change of the space more attractive while balancing the complexity and consistency of the vegetation space.